Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is the narrator right here himself, Mr. O, man. And I was just got up this morning, and I just had got a notification from Ticket TV about this. And I really don't. I really do not like this motherfucker here, Ray Lewis. I don't like nothing about him. He is an embarrassment to us Floridians, as not just as a man, but as a black man myself. He's just a total embarrassment and an asshole to boot. Okay? Now, from what I understand, it seemed like yesterday, he just got his little JOB, first day on the job, got hired by Speak for Yourself, because y'all know he got fired by ESPN and shit like that. So he's over there with his good buddy, the other half of the three Stooges, Jason the Whataburger Whitlock. Them. And this is the first thing that he does, that Ray Lewis do. I'm assuming he probably did this from his prayer tower, no doubt, in Boca Raton. Yeah, that's where it's at, people. I can tell you that firsthand. He goes ahead and he goes straight after Colin Kaepernick. Now, myself, Torian Rain, Ticket TV, 1LVZ, Town Biz, and my Morris brothers, Poppy Bay, Ambassador Goodman Hill, Sister Diva Lopez, Jason Black, Professor Truth, all us, Tariq and Sheed, all us been saying this about with Ray Lewis. We could tell you a lot more because we're more closer to it about it. Let me just read this to you now. You see the Speak for Yourself, so that's definitely the Twinkie man himself. Ray Lewis wasted no time during his official Fox Sports debut in calling out Colin Kaepernick. Lewis appeared on Speak for Yourself with Colin Cowherd, Jason Whataburger Whitlock, Colin the Klansman Coward, Jason Whataburger Whitlock, and former NFL player Eric the Emu Davis had an important message for Kaepernick, who is still without a job in the NFL. Now, I'm making a reference and quote, Kaepernick has to make up his mind. This is what Ray Lewis said. Do you want to play football or do you want to be an activist? Let me see if I can get over here. Hold on a second. And this is probably the Twitter feed. I'm just going to play that.
I thought he could, and if you're a couple weeks ago, I thought and was arguing he's the perfect fit to be the backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, and I still somewhat believe it. But then he came out with his latest tweet, and I'm like, he's not willing to do what Jeff Diamond just articulated, which is what most of the NFL probably wants Kaepernick to agree to. Move the controversy to the background and away from our team. We're here to play football and win championships. And when you're spending that kind of money on a football team, you have a right to want to make those kind of demands. You're not paying guys $20 an hour. You're spending millions of dollars, $150 million a team perhaps, on trying to win a Super Bowl every year, and you have a right to want the focus to be on winning.
This is a cautionary tale of why you don't worry about befriending the media. A, the media will turn on you in a second, and B, even when they have your back like Kaepernick here, that they won't let the story go. Even if Kaepernick decided, I'm out, the media is going to keep bringing. This is why, don't worry about the media. Okay, Bill Clinton, by the way, through his controversy, the media hated him. The voters liked him. I mean, Donald Trump, media wasn't his friend. The people liked him. Worry about the people. Worry about your bosses. Don't worry about the media. Kaepernick's got the media. It's done him no good.
He's in a situation right now where he's no longer in charge of the narrative.
That's right.
You're right. After it's to a point after that last tweet. I don't know how to defend that because he went too deep. Ray and I were talking about this. He went too deep. So you have to explain that. So the questions are going to be asked. So right now you're in a situation from a coaching standpoint. Whether or not
now listen to this fucker right here, Eric Davis.
You know, being a backup and be a good teammate and all those things. I think he's willing to do that.
He's starting to coon too.
It now will be there where the questions are going to be asked. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about what just happened in whatever city? He's going to constantly be asked those things, and so are his teammates now. That's the issue. And there's no way, if I'm the coach, if I'm the GM, that I'm not concerned about getting fired. Bringing that into my locker room, a lot of guys are going to have to deal with a lot of things. And you know, in this league, one bad season, you can be gone. And that's the issue right now.
Yeah, from a football standpoint,
here's the asshole.
We've seen this last year already. He's been a backup. So he's went through that, right? He came in, he played. And so we done seen that side of it. But I think the side that every GM, every head coach wants to see. ED knows this 100%. We are there to do one thing: win football games.
Period.
Listen, I said this a year ago and I'm going to say it again. I love his heart. I love what he's standing for. These people, when you put on that uniform is for one thing, ED.
Yeah.
It's to go out and win football games.
And they don't care about anything else.
And they don't care about nothing else. So you got to ask yourself, if you're a GM, if you're a head coach, do you want that in your locker room, knowing that when you go out on game day, the most important thing is to get your team together to say, how do we win?
And this is one thing I'd say from living it, being in a locker room where there was a serious distraction. There are some things guys always talk about, distractions, you know, like the Russell Wilson and the things that happened with the defensive player. That's not a distraction. Right. When that murder trial was going on, when I was in Carolina, with Ray Caruth, and when you were being pulled off the field by federal agents asking you questions and constantly having to deal with that, that's a distraction. Did that totally tear up a season? Yes. So when you're being asked all of these things constantly, where you can't do the one thing that you're talking about is focus on ball, the coaches, no one can, that becomes a distraction. And that's what I think now the narrative is out of control from Cap's standpoint. That makes it very difficult.
He has to make up his mind. Do you want to play football or you want to be active?
So this is what Ray's saying is what I've said. I went and looked. He doesn't have an Instagram post since May 29th of 2015 that's a football post. I want football players.
That's what your job is. That's what your job is.
I just want football players.
Listen, Jeff Diamond, I want to defend him a little bit here, too.
Now, you see that? This proves right here that crackers get out here and, you know, you just heard what Colin the Klansman Coward just said. You know, he was trolling Kaepernick, yo. But see, that's the obsession with crackers. Colin the Klansman Coward is no different. He was trolling Colin Kaepernick since May 29th of 2016. You know. Not May 29th, 2016. But he been trolling them for a while. And, you know, then you got this ignorant motherfucker. He's sitting up here with his old motherfucking tight ass. I guess he trying to outdress Shannon Sharp, no doubt, with this looking like a goddamn eggplant and shit. You know, Ray Lewis is just fucking clueless, man. I swear. You know, he pisses me off. I swear, you know. I can't stand this motherfucker. I swear I can't stand him. Up here begging for a nigger snack. That's what he doing. As Knowledge Speak Truth often says a lot. Let me just go back and finish playing this.
Football players.
That's what your job is. That's what your job is.
I just want football players.
Listen, Jeff Diamond, I want to defend him a little bit here, too, because he'll probably take some heat. He said, hey, look, man, use your money to support the causes that you believe in. And this is where my position with Kaepernick always was. Hey, man, you have an opportunity to make millions of dollars in this short window, and you can take those millions and support the things you believe in. Or you can take a knee and run yourself out of the league and deny yourself that financial wealth and the ability to really help people and help causes. And so again, I always thought it was short-sighted.
You know, I'm looking at him, and I always thought he was, you know how much I've been here trying to defend him and what was going on, but it has gotten so deep. I mean, this is the thing. He, all of this, you've always said, we've sat here and talked about it, that he is playing to Twitter. Yeah. He's playing to Instagram. Yeah. Well, guess what? You have to know that that's microwave, and no one's going to do the research. They're not going to check into the history, the majority, to see where you're coming from. So, and that's the thing. Right now, you have to start explaining what you mean.
And nobody's on Twitter's paying your bills.
Yeah.
Nobody's writing no checks.
If you're a tennis star, a skier, a boxer, you can take these stands. But once you sign up for team sports, there's a lot of things and people and administrative and operational things and games you have to play as a team sport guy.
Alan, I have been in this world for many years, in the world that he's talking about. I'm in the games, I'm in the neighborhoods every day. I'm having conversations to try to change these things. I know there's injustice. I know the wrong things that's been happening to young black kids. I see it every day of my life. I lived it. So I don't have to get nobody to try to understand what I'm trying to say. I lived it. And I'm telling you, the fight, that's not his fight right now. Your fight as Colin Kaepernick.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to jump in on this. Ray Lewis is one of the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. Let me explain something to you. Now, I got my associations, I got my connects up in Baltimore, and as well, you know, I'm very strong in the streets here in South Florida. I never seen this motherfucker come to Overtown. I never seen his motherfucker come through Liberty City. I never seen him come through Brown Sub, Opelika, Little Haiti, Wynwood, Attapata. Okay? I never seen him go down there to Goulds. I never seen him go down there to Kendall. I never seen him go down there to Cutler Bay, Homestead. I never seen him going up there in North Miami, you know, which is Little Haiti North. Never seen him going Opelika. Never seen him in Carroll City. I never seen him in Miramar. I never seen him in Hallandale. Never seen him in Pembroke Pines, Fort Lauderdale. Ray Lewis need to shut the fuck up and stop lying. Oh, I forgot. You know, down here he's too busy. He too busy sliding with that blondie. He got sitting that who he's up here paying the little trick bills and stuff. Who he tricks with up in Boca. You know, the same one he brings up there to the to his prayer room. You know, and I also talked to my peoples too up in Baltimore as well, in the Baltimore and DC area, and they tell me the same thing I just said. Ray Lewis don't do shit. Okay, when the Freddie Gray situation went down and all that, I could bring up pictures, I could bring up videos right now of, okay, I didn't see him out there doing anything. Oh yeah, he shows up to the YMCA Youth Center, and you know, but by the way, he comes with a group of security. You know, you Ray Lewis, you a NFL Hall of Famer, blah blah blah, this and that. Fuck that. I talk to people, I got friends of mine up in Baltimore, both white and black. They say the same thing I'm telling you right now. He don't do shit for the people up there in Baltimore. But you know who they talk about the most up there? Wendell Pierce. Wendell Pierce spent $20 million of his money and created jobs for the people up there in West Baltimore and Baltimore City. I didn't ever seen this motherfucker doing anything. But see, his up here throwing shade on Kaepernick, you know, it's pure jealousy. Just like the Twinkie man got pure jealousy toward LeBron James, and you know why I call about LeBron James. I'm still having fun with that. I think it's like a deep down subconscious jealousy that Ray Lewis has of Colin Kaepernick. You know, because Colin Kaepernick, we see him out there doing that work. He's out there putting in that work. Talking about donate money. Well, he just donate $50,000 to Meals on Wheels. He donated another $1 million to another fund and all this. See, this is what happens when people like Ray Lewis, who's got a bad case CTE, which I call coon to the end. He just cooning. Right now, so this is his first day on the job over there at Suck For Yourself. So now, he got to go ahead and press Massa, calling the Klansman coward. and the House Negro in charge, Jason Whataburger Whitlock, to show like, the drive it home. That's why Colin Coward is over there.
Is to use this window of opportunity that you have in the National Football League and respect what that brand means. That brand means when you put on your suit that we're all got one mindset when we walk on this freaking field, and that's how to win football games. I love his heart. Protect the people you want to protect, and do everything, and spend your money for them, and do those things. And invite the same thing that I'm doing right now. I got over 50 plus kids that I'm bringing from the inner city, and I'm bringing them out to Sagamore to Under Armour Place, and we're doing a barbecue for them because I want to give them a different imagination. I want to give them something to think about.
A barbecue. Really, Ray? That's what you're doing. See, this the type of mindset that pisses me off. Because now you telling this cracker, and then this fat piece of Prince GMO, I'm sorry. I understand what you're saying. The more we talk about Jason Whitlock, the more them rednecks gonna sign this check. I get that. But god damn it, I'm sick and tired of looking at this planet. He could replace planet Jupiter right now in the solar in the Milky Way, in the whole fucking Milky Way. Can't stand his ass. But this nigga here, and I'm sorry for popping off this morning, but I swear, Ray Lewis just burns me up and pisses me off. Just let him walk up there and swing on him. I never forgot what he did in 2000 in Tampa. Never forgot that shit, what he did to my people. It's a little personal because, nigga, my brothers them even said like he's a piece of shit. A barbecue. Really, Ray? So you taking kids, 50 plus kids out of the inner city and bringing them up to Saginaw, Michigan to have a barbecue. So you just saying, it reminds me of that song from Ghetto Boys, the Resurrection, Niggas and Flies. Willie D said niggas ain't good for shit but going to barbecues and holding other people place in line. And that's all Ray Lewis fuck ass is up here doing. Man, Colin Kaepernick, he's with kids. I mean, what about your Know Your Rights camps? Where he's opening up chapters not only in the Bay Area, but in Chicago and several other cities. We waiting for a chapter here in Miami. Ray Lewis full of shit. Let me go.
But I'm not tweeting that everybody is bad and all of this stuff. You can't. Because the issues that he's fighting are way bigger than a tweet.
All right, sorry about that. But I think that just, this nigga, Ray Lewis, he really hasn't learned his lesson, dog. He really hasn't. He really hasn't learned his lesson, my man. He really hasn't learned his lesson because I think he got straight beef for Colin Kaepernick, man. He got straight beef for Colin Kaepernick. He's one of them type of niggas, dog, that you can't stand. He's smiling in your face, but at the same time, he's got a big old Michael Myers like butcher knife behind his back and just steady stabbing you. Because like, and Ray Lewis should be familiar with knives. Okay, he need to leave Colin Kaepernick the fuck alone. Okay, don't he have enough problems with his son, who's being charged for attempted rape at East Carolina University for attempted rape of 2 white girls? Okay, this is the reason why ESPN let his ass go in the first place. Man, Ray Lewis need to shut the fuck up with his dumb ass. Man, look here. Colin Kaepernick, man, come on, keep on doing what you're doing, brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're doing is right. You know in your heart where he at. He's mad because this man got the intestinal fortitude, got the moral fiber to go ahead and stick with his guns. And in fact, Kaepernick, despite the fact he isn't backing off, he doubled down, he quadrupled down. So, cats like Ray Lewis, man, Man, have several seats. Colin Kaepernick, we stand behind you, man. We 100% we got your back. Peace out.